Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Beretta 9mm USA Senior here, and today is a exceptional day. We have something here that I think is at the top of most everybody's list. A gun that we didn't think we would get our hands on until young Beretta decided to go out and pay full boat, full retail, because he wanted it so badly, I guess. I don't have that kind of gun budget myself anymore now that I'm retired. I've talked to a couple of subscribers about it. I'm lucky if I can add 2 guns this year. So with young Beretta buying 6 guns, it makes it a little bit easier for us to bring you new content. I asked him whether or not he wanted me to show that he got it at guns.com. He was okay with that. So, you know, in full disclosure, that's where we found it. That's where he bought it. So let's go ahead and show you guys what we're talking about here. As in the description of the video itself, you kind of already know, but what you don't know is what all came with it. So if you were the previous owner of this pistol, thank you for taking good care of it. Thank you for shipping it with all the extra magazines, which made it worthwhile to pay over retail. I believe that young Beretta paid $899 for this Browning high power clone, the Springfield Armory. My understanding is the retail price on this is $799 and he paid $899. So that's the full story on it. It is slightly used, but it looks to be in excellent condition. And he has already put some LOK grips on there. So if you guys are interested, Browning high power type LOK grips should also fit on all your SA-35s. It does come with a ring hammer right here. It is a forged frame and a forged slide. It is beautiful, there's no doubt. I have some history with the original Browning high power. It was my first quality handgun of my lifetime. I bought a Browning high power in 1986. And yeah, it goes back a ways, right? If my memory serves me correctly, which I'm pretty dang sure, the price on it was either $295 or $395. And it was a bare bones model. I think it was $295 is what I paid for it. And I wasn't old enough to purchase it myself. So my brother actually purchased them back then and gave me a loan on it. And so I was able to make payments to him until I had the pistol paid for. I worked at a Kroger's grocery store back when I was a young teen and made $2.45 an hour, $2.75 an hour, less than $3 an hour at the very beginning. And so that's how I paid for my first quality handgun, which again was a regular Browning high power. It was all black. I just don't remember what the grips were. I want to say they were a black plastic. And I think my Browning high power was at 13+1 when I had it way back when. And these magazines are all 15+1. It ships with 1 magazine. This was the grips that were on it to begin with. Look like a just a straight up brown wood grip. You know, okay quality if you want to go with wood. Got some texture on them on the outside, so not bad. We of course are ambassadors for LOK Grips, and LOK Grips has been working with us for years. We have yet to break a pair, and so they've been just fantastic. Let's take a look at the pistol itself. Very attractive. Kind of an odd shaped ring hammer on it. Maybe it's just because I'm used to seeing them on 1911s, and you know, this is a very, very old design, one that goes all the way back to World War II also. This was after the 1911 design by John Moses Browning, and again, widely used in the 1930s and 1940s, is my understanding. Not a whole lot of difference has been upgraded here and there, but I think the 1911 platform has been upgraded even more than this traditional style of a Browning high power. Very smooth. Very smooth. I told him he better hope this thing works out because he definitely paid up for it. But I hadn't taken a really good look at it, and it's in excellent condition. There's no doubt about it. The finish on it is pretty outstanding. Let me find a gun rag real quick. Just got over COVID for the second time since this whole shit show started, you know, a couple years ago. So I'm happy to be done with it. It took me 15 days. I did not go to the doctors because my medical since I retired is not very good. And so I just kind of battled it at the house. Look at that thing. Is that gorgeous or what? So no texturing on the front strap or the back strap. The grips help out in the grip. It's a very trim grip. A slightly extended thumb safety, as you can see right there. It is a little extended. See if we can get a better look at it. There you go. Not quite as good as your really good 1911s, guys, just to be completely honest. Also extended release on your slide release here. Look at that. Let's see how that works. Just one time, right? Get it on camera so I don't have to do it again. Reach over. Okay, shooting position. Mag change. Reach over. Yeah, it'll do it. And crash it home one time. Just for video's sake. Ships with one magazine. No magazine disconnect. Boom. No magazine. That is a pretty nice trigger. Pistol comes with a cold hammer forged barrel right there and features an improved feed ramp design to function with modern defensive hollow point ammunition. The ramp design does look like it's polished. So don't know if I'll be able to get a shot of that. Let's try. Yeah, there you go. Should be able to see that fairly easily. For your modern hollow points right there. And I think that's it as far as all the particulars. He didn't put down the weight or anything like that. I would imagine somewhere around 30 ounces would be my guess. But it's pretty freaking cool. It still has the external extractor right there. It's very nicely fitted in the back here. Very nicely done. That would be right up there with some of the best 1911s if it was a 1911 slide you're looking at. So I've got no complaints with that whatsoever. The ring hammer, because it is oversized, it's also textured right here with some straight serrations that are going left and right straight across the hammer. And so what it does is it makes it really nice for you to be able to reach up there and cock that hammer. Because it's so big, you can actually get some pressure, like bringing it right down there. So it's pretty easy to do that. And this does not lock in as well as some of the 1911s that I've dealt with. So maybe you'll want to carry it, but you're going to want to carry it hammered down. Now remember, this is not a DASA. So you guys that are new to guns, this is a traditional single action like a 1911. So this hammer has to be back for this pistol to fire. So keep that in mind. Do I suggest you carry it hammer down? Not unless you're somebody that's trained with it a lot in this application, right? Because then you know as you draw it out, you're gonna hammer it back and then you're gonna go to work. Because you pull this thing out and it's got a hammer down, and I don't care how hard you pull that trigger, you've got a 2-pound paperweight right here that you can maybe hit them over the head with. It's a single action pistol. It needs to have its hammer back. So I suggest, if this is not tight enough and you want it a little tighter, to maybe have that done. But you need to carry this thing cocked and locked and ready to rock in single action with the hammer back. That's my suggestion. And most gun pros, I think, are going to agree with me. Some people are going to be like, you know, Beretta Senior, yes, that's how you carry it. Okay, I know. But not everyone knows. So we want to make sure that we cover everything for a lot of the new people that are looking at this. If you're not comfortable with carrying it like this, then you have to carry it hammer down, which means you have to pull the hammer back up on presentation to a bad guy. And that has to be practiced over and over and over and over again. Otherwise, you carry it hammer back, safety on. All right, I've beat that dead horse enough. Anything else I want to cover here? Let's cover the trigger. 6 pounds, 3.5 ounces. Six pounds, 2 ounces. And one last time, guys, just to make sure you've had enough. 6 pounds, 15 ounces. So I'm gonna say an average of almost 6.5, which almost makes it perfect. I would say it's very good. It's not perfect, it's very good. If you wanted to dress it up a little bit and have a trigger job done on it to bring it down to 5 pounds, I would think that would be perfect. For a pistol that's only been fired a little bit, to me it looks like anyway, I think you're gonna be just fine here. This is just enough for you to present it and go to shoot it, and you know, if you change your mind, you back off of it. But once you go here and you put any bit of pressure on that thing, 6 pounds is not that much. What kind of reset? Let's see what kind of reset we got here. Okay, so it has to go out not quite all the way. Let's do it again. I'd say about 3/4, and it's very light on the reset feel, and it has a very low audible note to it. Hopefully the camera picked that up. As I come back to it, a little bit of take up, and then it firms up really good. Firming up, it's gonna break. It breaks with really no creep or crud in the trigger at all. So it is a different style because the trigger is out a little ways from the back of the pistol, and it's not solid against the back there. It's just coming down from the top. You got to go out quite a ways. Now, if you want to, yeah, I'd say it's about almost 80% out. One more time, take a look, coming out. There's the reset. Now I'm going to let it out all the way. Not much of a difference. So to hit the reset, you're coming out all the way. So if I was using this in a pressure situation, I'd slap the trigger. I'd slap it home and I'd slap it back out and re-engage. And with a pistol like this, it's only a 9mm. You should be able to do that, slapping it out and then slapping it back on, instead of hunting for a reset. That's all I'm saying. Instead of hunting for that very light reset, I think I would shoot the gun and bring the trigger out and then come back and engage it again. You're not slapping it home. You're going out, finding it, letting it out, bringing it back. Because as soon as you bring it back, it doesn't move much and it hits the wall again. Actually, it's really cool that way. I would give this a very good mark for a trigger. It's a very good trigger. Happily surprised to say so, because I was a little concerned. All right, we're gonna take a break here and then we're gonna close out this review. Okay guys, we're back. So a relatively light 9mm in 15+1 with multiple magazines. If it shoots fantastic at the range, it is a total winning package right here. So I was a little concerned young Beretta paid too much for it, but after looking at the magazines and looking at the quality that appears apparent, little bevel to the mag well right here, on this particular pistol, the quality seems to be very good. And I want to send just a quick thanks out to guns.com for making such a fine example available. And thanks to young Beretta for paying up for it. So when you consider everything, I think young Beretta got a really good deal here with the multiple magazines plus an excellent condition SA-35 that seems to be fully loaded with many, many nice features and everything else that's involved in the heritage of this type of pistol. I think you'll totally enjoy it. Springfield Armory has been very, very good to us. We've enjoyed many of their 1911s. And now we have an SA-35. You put some LOK grips on it that are outstanding. The pistol feels fantastic in your hand. It's an old design that feels wonderful. If you've always wanted like something like a Beretta 92 or a Beretta 96, but they just feel too big in your hand, I present you with one of the best that you can consider in a 9mm caliber. This thing is wonderful for people that want a smaller grip, but still want that 15+1 capacity of a 9mm and want something that's kind of classic lines and classic design. This is a wonderful copy of the original Browning High Power, and this one is made by Springfield Armory. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, the Beretta 9mm USA channel and the CZ 9mm USA channel. Don't forget, we also run a tool channel called the Legion of Tools. Be safe out there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We'll see you guys on the next video.